Hi everyone in the London Bitcoin Bank project. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas this year for you and your families. Um, it's been a few years since we've looked at the London Bitcoin Bank project. In 2014, we had a bit of a um, pause because of obviously the difficulty going up and Bitcoin's value was going down. We've listened to everyone's messages and we haven't stopped in all this time in trying to find a way to be able to financially unplug humanity. And what we've done is we've listened to everyone throughout this time. And in 2016, we managed to be able to do a mining test, which has enabled this year to be able to look at starting up the London Bitcoin Bank project again. And it is exciting times. Um, in 2017 now, what we're doing is we're making a fusion between the Tri-Million Company and LBTC, the London Bitcoin Bank project. Some of the people in Tri-Million, they've worked with us on the client's works and we do our work. And we also got the LBTC project. And I'm glad to be able to bring in a new solution in 2018. And this is a social media side, the LBTC GPU teams, and being able to work. So if you're a writer, us to be able to provide jobs for writing and things like that. This is slightly different than our existing model, but we want to try and fuse both sides into the London Bitcoin Bank project to really try and bring out financial unplugging because it is amazing times. You know, in 2013, there wasn't much information about Bitcoin, but now the whole world will be shifted onto Bitcoin and all the altcoins. And we need to be in right now because this is the process we've been building on. We're in a very good place to be able to do financial unplugging. It may be possible in the next 5 to 10 years. Instead of 1,000 year goal, it might be possible in the next 5 to 10 years to be able to provide full and true financial unplugging. That is how amazing this is, and I want to thank all of you for your participation. I know some people are not sure whether LBTC is right. Look, put it this way, you've got dual use. The whole point of dual use is that you've got two sides to this story. You've got your side in the LBTC project, which is dealing with mining and trying to give you that base financial unplugging income, which right now the World Bank sets at, I think it's 16,000 and something dollars. That's what we're trying to pay you, each person. Now, where you go from there, on top of that, if you want to add to it, if you want to say, right, I've been financially unplugged, now it's time to, help out there. Someone wants to start a project or you want to start a project, you are financially unplugged. We don't know what that's going to look like, but it's becoming more and more possible. And we need everyone's participation because it doesn't matter. It's a dual use system. So you've got your life in the cryptoverse and you've got your life in the London Bitcoin Bank project. And if you continue, we can financially unplug you. And we need this, we need this power to be driven to make this machine work. Without it, you can go out there, you can try and do what you're going to do. Yeah, and it's the great model. It's what's destroyed mining on Bitcoin. And now everyone is trying to look for alternative routes. If people just listened, the teams we had in 2014 could have sustained the Bitcoin network. Instead, there's been greed and it's costing them a lot of money. Put it this way, you have one device, 100% of rewards. You have two devices, 50% of rewards. If you keep to the project, we can control difficulty. So I'm asking you to please pay attention, be 100% to the project because our aim is to financially unplug you. After all, isn't that what you want, to be able to get a decent income? $16,000 a year is quite a bit of money to a lot of places around the world. And this is what we're trying to work for. And then you've got all the other stuff, and we want to help you inside the entire cryptoverse. So you're not only having your base income of financial unplugging, but you're getting much more out of it. Okay, so now we're in phase 4. We managed to, the first teams managed to mine, we managed to get devices, we managed to build up, and then difficulty happened and we went down, but we managed to improve on that, get on top of it. And then what's happened now is we're in phase 4, which brings in this social media side, the London Bitcoin Bank side, the mining side, and the work. And through all this, we want to make a holistic method to be able to provide you incomes. Okay, so phase 4 is pretty simple. In phase 4, we're going to, there's going to be the mining and there's going to be the social media side. That's the two main focuses. We have the LBTC checkerboard, which is actually the secret system that enables LBTC to happen. And we've had to make this called checkerboard. Before it was like a black box, but now it's we call it LBTC checkerboard, because as money flows in, we're enabled to buy mining devices, make investments, and all this and that to enable the all list, which is how financial unplugging will work. So this is what you need to focus on. It's a very important thing right now if humanity wants to achieve financial unplugging, or it can continue with a greed model. And it doesn't work. Bitcoin is not designed for the greed model. Whenever greed model sets in into Bitcoin, it destroys it. Not only is prices destroyed, not only is difficulty goes up, no one makes money. Everyone rushes around, they try and buy the mining equipment, and they don't know what they're doing, and they find they've got worthless equipment. Please focus. Okay, in phase, so this is the process, phase 4, we're going to have the mining team, social media side. There's going to be a bit of work on both sides, plus the work that we can bring you. Okay, and in phase 5, there's going to be a slight shift that we can see in phase 5. We can't really go much into details, but it will be more of our own websites. And in phase 6, we believe financial unplugging will be ready to happen, and it will be up to you. We'll implement the system, and it will be up to you to help bring whole of humanity onto it. We're giving you free coins. We're going to give you a tally coin. So immediately when you participate, we're going to set 16,000, whatever it is, the World Bank set. And let's say you earned $5,000, there's an extra $11,000. So that difference, you will be paid in coins, because speaking to people, we know that it's possible that the coins can go up. So we want to provide this incentive. These will be unique coins that's only available to the London Bitcoin Bank. And we'll be doing some testing on both sides of dual use, the side with the London Bitcoin Bank project, and also with your dual use side, your life in the cryptoverse, to try and make financial unplugging happen for you. Please stay tuned. In 2018, we've got a lot of possibilities, much better incomes, and the possibility that financial unplugging can happen. The state of unplugging, I want to, before I finish this talk, I know it's a Christmas thing and we're all celebrating, preparing for the new year, but it must be said, state of unplugging, this is an important point. In 2013 it was possible. In 2014 it looked like, right, this is going to be a 1,000-year goal. And when we reached 2015, it was still bad. 2016, things started to look bright, but now it is what we're seeing with the everything connecting together. It's possible in 5-10 years we can financially unplug you. It's very possible right now that some people can be partly unplugged, fully unplugged, sorry, not fully unplugged, but partly unplugged. And this is an amazing point. We don't know how many people we can do this to, but we need your participation, because more participation enables a better machinery, a bigger checkerboard to work with, and we can continue with the project. So I hope you will be part of the London Bitcoin Bank project in 2018. Bear with us, we've started to make progress, but we've been a bit slow. There's a lot of things that needs to be designed. Every time we enter a new phase, we always go back to alpha, and we have to design all the new systems. But we have to just start with a blank page again, with all the experience we've had before, and take it forward. I look forward for you to join us in 2018 and to continue finding a solution to financial unplugging, because it's possible. I want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Enjoy this time, and I look forward to work with you in the new year. Create a great year.